So I think she has a warped sense of interpretation or something because of her low self-esteem.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. If you're new, this is not typically how I roll. This is not typically my setup, but I'm at work and I'm on break and I really needed to talk a little bit more about this Cole and Zanab situation. I'm not gonna have any time for the next couple of days, so I had to get it in where I could fit it in, okay? Also, please do not judge the setting, the quality, the audio, my appearance. Work with a queen. Also, if I'm continuously looking around or looking off camera or looking over there, it's because I am at work and I'm trying to monitor my surroundings. You know, I'm on break, but I'm still at work, right? So let's get into it. Okay, so I don't really have much time, right? But I went back and I skimmed through a couple of the episodes because Zanab said that Cole never apologized to her. Sorry, I just ate. Zanab said that Cole never apologized to her. So I went back and I skimmed through a few of the episodes and I skimmed through the reunion again as well. So when she said that he never apologized to her, that was episode 5 where they talked about on the plane, they had talked the whole time and that they was moving forward. So it's like, I'm sure, and I guess you can't ever be too sure about a private conversation that takes place and you're not there, but I'm kind of certain that he did apologize. So I don't know about that part and her saying that he never apologized. I'm going to put like the exact timestamp on the screen just in case you want to go back and just get to that exact moment, because she did say that like they was moving on. I just want to jump on and clarify real quick. That was actually episode 6 where she said they had talked on a plane, not episode 5. Okay, but the timestamp is right here. Talked about it on the plane. So it's like, how you gonna move on without an apology? I mean, I guess some people do, but that's highly unlikely. I also see a lot of y'all coming for Brennan and the girls. Now, as far as Brennan is concerned, I do feel like he's definitely a yes man, okay? And to each their own. Some people like that, some people don't. But I really did not feel like it was anything wrong with him speaking up for Zanab in that moment, because he said that he had witnessed some things off camera. So I feel like he was speaking up for her based on what he witnessed himself. You get what I'm saying? And then the girls, I get it. They were speaking tall and strong, okay? They were speaking as if they were there, as if they knew it for fact. They were, okay? But I also feel like let's not play games and act like we wouldn't do the same for our girl, okay? So like if your friend told you that a person was mistreating her and she told you different scenarios, you're gonna be feeling a way toward the person and you're not gonna be like, you might be lying. Nobody's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? To their friend. Nobody is gonna question that their friend is telling them the truth about mistreatment. You get what I'm saying? So like, of course, let's be a little bit easier on the girls. Of course they were going to be feeling a way toward him. If somebody did your sister or your best friend dirty and then you see them again and they told you scenarios play by play, yeah, you're gonna be feeling a way toward that person. I also want to touch on her speech, right? Because that little speech that she gave at the wedding, it was definitely premeditated. So I'll definitely want to like give her some smoke right there, because it was definitely premeditated. You knew that you were not going to marry him. You knew that. And when I skimmed back through the episodes, it was actually a scene where she said, oh yeah, it was actually that same episode where they talked on a plane. And she said like, I wanted him to promise me that like when he doesn't feel like he's in it or he feels like he's going to say no, I want him to come and let me know. And so we could go our separate ways and not da 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 da. So it's like you knew you were going to say no, but you still waited until you were up on the altar to give that speech and kind of sort of like berate and embarrass him. So you know, I definitely wasn't checking for the speech, and I had even said that in my original video. Like, girl, you could have found many opportunities prior to then to tell him how you felt about his treatment, you know? Oh yeah, also Bartiz said something about like oh yeah, about the family clapping. I feel like she probably told them the same things that she told the girls. And again, it just goes into like your people's being like, okay, you finally standing up for yourself and this person putting you down, kind of a thing. And again, let's not act like if it was us in the situation that we wouldn't do the same thing for the person that we love and care about. If they're telling you that this person has been evil and nasty to them and they are standing up for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't clap, to tell you the truth, but I would feel like, yes, good for you. You don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Because she painted him to be a certain way. I also want to talk about, I feel like y'all are negating the things that Cole did. Let's not act like Cole is innocent. Cole is definitely not innocent. He may not have done all of the stuff that she said he did, but he is not innocent. And he even admitted himself on the reunion about watching back some of the stuff that he said and feeling like, I'm an idiot. Why would I say certain things? So he definitely said some things to her to make her feel away. Zanab was also very much so insecure even going into this situation. And a lot of her overreaction or feeling away about certain things that he said is due to her being insecure and having low self-esteem. Because the whole cutie situation, I look at it like this: he did not mean it like, don't eat that because you're overweight. He meant it like, we're about to go out to dinner, so maybe you should like not eat that so you can save your appetite. But because she is so insecure and her self-esteem is so low, she interprets everything as an insult or an attack on her physical appearance. Now, I think about it like this: like, you ever see somebody and they feel insecure about what they wearing or something, and then y'all go out somewhere and then a couple of girls could be like laughing because, you know, among each other, and then the person is like, they laughing at me, they talking about me, like I see them over there laughing, what they laughing at? And it's like, girl, they could have really just made a joke between themselves, but you're so insecure that you think everybody is laughing at you and nobody's laughing at you. So I think she has a warped sense of interpretation or something because of her low self-esteem. So I really feel like I really think she think a lot of this stuff happened. I really think that she think he meant the cuties comment in a real bad way, which is just crazy to me because watching it, he didn't mean it like that, but she twisted it. You get what I'm saying? After she goes into like detail of all of the bad stuff that he did, I do feel like she was kind of maybe making up that story about the whole girl situation, because none of the guys backed the story of them like going somewhere after the bar, because they went to the rodeo, then they went to the bar. But she was saying that like after the bar they went somewhere else, but nobody else backed her story. None of the guys backed her story. So I don't know, that really was not confirmed, and it was kind of borderline denied by the guys because they didn't say anything. I mean, Matt did say like, well, as far as I know, we went to the bar, well, we went to the rodeo, then we went to the bar, and then I got my Uber and I went home, you know. So I don't know about that. She might have been lying about that. When she starts telling like what the girl said or what he said the girl said, it started to feel like a lie. It definitely started to feel like a lie. And then she said that he pushes food away from her and he asks her, is she gonna eat that, or suggests that she order a salad. I think that like if he says to her like, are you gonna eat that, he could probably be asking her like, are you gonna eat that because I want to eat it if you're not gonna eat it? But because, like I said, her warped sense of interpretation, because of her low self-esteem, she is thinking that he meaning it like, you're fat and disgusting, so why are you gonna eat that? You shouldn't eat that, don't eat that. And it's like, that's probably not what he meant. He poses the question: if I've been so awful and evil and nasty to you, then why did you stay with me for so long? And valid question. Also too, if these things happened, I feel like the producers should have aired it. And maybe they didn't air it because it didn't happen. But we don't know any of this to be 100% factual. It's really just word against word. But in some of these instances, like I mentioned earlier, it is seeming like Zanab lied about like the girl's situation, and that she misinterpreted certain things that he said, like I said, because of her warped sense of interpretation, because of her low self-esteem. But that's it, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get back to work. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Let's continue the conversation. Let's try to have an open mind. I feel like everybody is ready to just attack Zanab, and I get it a little bit because she kind of did lie about some things, but I also feel like let's not pretend like Cole is innocent. He did say some things we all remember, because throughout the season we was like, bro, why you say that? And that was stuff that we seen for ourselves. So let's just keep that in mind. But